Oh, brother, where art thou? Art thou in Denver? Because the pandemic has spread to the west. It's me, Mike Mann, joined as always with more QAW action alongside Buckley Swantoon.
Thank you so much for that intro, Mike. As always, yes, we're still in Denver, Colorado. We got too high to leave, baby, we'll be probably having about another week before they kick us out. But here we are continuing with the QAW wrestling action. Tonight we have tag team action. We have our women's champion AC Volta in action. And in the main event, Jungle Magic defends their men's tag team championship belts against Malpractice and the Gentlemen of Fear, folks. It's one hell of a show, and it's going to be a hell of a regret if you leave.
If you got the munchies for women's tag action, don't go anywhere.
I do. Okay, now that takes care of our weekly financials, of course we need to get caught up on current events. Again, just Wellington and I putting down yet another failed insurrection in QAW.
It's almost too easy.
What the fuck was Lloyd and Juicebox even thinking? Lloyd's a dumbass, Juicebox is an idiot, and Mark is still just some dude, some loser.
I think they've been watching too many movies. The Goonies, all those sports movies, Mighty Ducks, a bunch of ragtag group of idiots thinking they can come up against a team that's been working together for years with strong cohesion. Not in the real world, folks. Not in the real world.
That's what bonds the generation. Through steel, through blood, and through just elite talent.
It's the elite talent that bonds us.
Yes. Right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And of course, it doesn't hurt to have a little extra help when you need it, right?
That is true. That is true, Doctor. You've been an invaluable asset to this team.
Sometimes you creep me out, though. I think I want to be honest. Sometimes you creep me the fuck out.
You're a tough nut to crack, Volt, but I will. I'll get you on my side sooner or later.
There's so much evil laughing. You see what I mean, guys? You see what I mean?
Well, that's kind of
You
the
use
thing.
my blood for that serum.
We do all have the James Maloney's blood in us now.
That's another thing that bonds us.
Blood. That's why I said blood.
Actual blood.
Yes.
Actual blood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get lunch.
Did you, CHC, did you fucking see the challenge that we approached last week?
If you can even call it that, right? That was no challenge. From who?
Like, are you bloody serious?
Yeah. I don't even. Who are these people again?
No, that's ooh.
Like some woman with a bun.
Don't even get
some other woman with a bottle of tequila. I don't like.
I mean,
really.
should we take it?
Oh, I mean, we'll take it, but it seemed like the two of them were trying to, like, oh, let's learn from each other. We'll learn from each other. I think that you and I have a lesson to teach them.
Yeah, we do. Hey, Pride and popping out. Here's our response to you.
Once upon a time, a few biddings ago, a bookworm and a slag were nothing on their own. Now they're a tag team, a tag team, a tag team.
You think we really care? I guess we'll show you the big mistake you made by stepping to the brew.
The champions, the champions, the champions.
You'll be long gone, won't know want in. So shame on you, now we'll beat you in places you've never been. Yeah, you're going down, no need no trouble when you walk in. So shame on you, now we'll beat you in places you've never been. Till you're lying on the cold hard ground. Oh, oh, double trouble. Oh, oh, double trouble.
I think that about sums it up.
Mm-hmm. I'd say so.
Yeah. See you in the race.
Bye.
And now the team responsible for handing AC Volts, our women's champion, her first loss in QAW, Bitches Brew, pairing off with a brand new tag team in the women's division there, Buckley.
Absolutely. A bit of an odd couple, Payne Austin and Sex Trap, but opposites attract, as they say, and really, who isn't attracted to Sex Trap? I know I am, but absolutely a new team, and they're going up against, I cannot say it enough, the QAW Women's Tag Team Champions, Bitches Brew, are the most dominant pair in this entire organization. Look at them. I don't even know how Prudent Poppin' is going to handle this.
It's a great question. Prudent Poppin' certainly is going to have their hands full, and as you said, Bitches Brew, widely regarded as the best team, not only in QAW, but in professional wrestling right now. Maeve Deltzer has given them 5 syringes out of 5 in the Tokyo Dome.
Absolutely. Check out Twitter, hashtag Bitches Brew is the best tag team in all of professional wrestling. No, it's true. It is currently trending, folks. So go on, use that hashtag, and also use the hashtag QAW Pandemic. And if you have not followed us or subscribed on Twitch, please do so and hang out in the comments. Say hi to both Wellington and T. Ruxpin.
Our lifeblood both is Plasma and Twitch followers, so go ahead and stay active in that chat. Let us know what you think about all the hot action. Speaking of, there they are, Prude and Poppin' Out.
The hottest action. Look at this, smashing the patriarchy and looking good while doing it. Very bold move to immediately call out the women's champions last week. This is a non-title match, folks, but they're clearly looking to make a splash and make a statement in doing so.
Sex Trap, no stranger to making splashes, if you catch my meaning, but Payne Austin, she has proven to be a quintessential ass kicker here in QAW.
Absolutely. She's already gone up against Delia Payne once, taking her out in that one-on-one match, but then suffering a beatdown at the hand of Bitches Brew right afterwards when Cher got involved. So, I mean, again, an odd pairing, but there's clearly something to Sex Trap, who has been quite dominant since, I mean, again, a little innuendo there since her debut, but I'm interested to see how they do.
And there you see Prude and Poppin' Out. Hair about to make a devastating impact, they hope, on Bitches Brew.
Absolutely. Will this be a novel of success? Only time will tell.
Or will they just be discarded novelties?
Libraries.
Sex stuff. All right, Willard Wilford kicks us off, and here we go. Boot to the midsection there by Payne Austin. Taking cold hard cash and down to the mat with a forearm.
You cannot deny the intense striking ability of Payne Austin, and also wearing those heels in the ring. You'd almost think that wouldn't be allowed, but it does meet the attire requirements, the attirements. So you just look out for those kicks.
If you'd like to get your copy of the QAW rules and regulations, go ahead and head on over to QAWmerch.com/rule stuff.
Use as many coupon codes as you want. There's no rule against it.
Ha! Savings are never out of style as well. Russian leg sweep takes down cold hard cashing.
Alrighty, getting in the face there, Payne Austin. I mean, again, it's inherently a bit of a mind game to go after the champions immediately, showing that confidence that the Sex Trap might call it big dick energy right up top. So let's see.
Certainly might miss splash there, but a follow-up running knee from Cold Hard Cash and Payne Austin in trouble, and a reality check brings her crashing to the mat.
Again, Cold Hard Cash, one of the most technically proficient wrestlers on this roster. That poison apple kick is feared as one of the most devastating finishers of any moveset in professional wrestling. So you cannot let her get that momentum.
Certainly not. Statistician Pete, Stat Guy Pete, has crunched the numbers, and the poison apple has a very devastating kill ratio when she lands that in matches. We'll see if Pruden, Popping Out are able to avoid it.
Absolutely. We see Willard very intently focused in the corner there. He knows what danger he's in anytime the women are in action. So, tagging in Delia Payne.
Delia checks in. Oh! Dropkick flatliner. Down goes Payne Austin.
So innovative in all these tag maneuvers. These two are regular Einsteins in the moveset laboratory.
Certainly are. Lab coats on and ideas are flowing as, Delia's legs are flowing right into the kidneys of Payne Austin.
And you have that bit of a British rivalry here. The United Kingdom might be united, but it certainly isn't here in the ring.
If she wasn't a prude, then she wouldn't be powerful as Sextrap tags in. And now, wow, a boot right to the side of the face of Delia. Sextrap not afraid to get dirty early.
All right, tying her up the way only Sextrap can, but now Delia breaking out. Again, we have yet to see, Sextrap seems to have a little bit of a slow start here, but again, she might just be scouting out. She might be downloading her opponent.
Absolutely. Sextrap is definitely more than meets the eye, and is certainly for the eye to behold, but underneath that alluring visage is quite the vicious competitor.
Absolutely.
Sends her into the corner. Tag into Payne Austin. What do they have in mind here? Wheelbarrow Codebreaker!
Ooh, showing some innovation of their own. All right, these two got their doctorates with a backflip from Payne Austin in celebration.
I defy you to try and land a backflip in heels.
I've tried and it did not go well. My nose still hurts.
Oh, and Delia, not to be outdone, face plants right in the middle of the ring.
I mean, it's not just a physical contest here. This is a battle of egos. Anything you flip, I can flip better. But Delia not showing that ability just yet.
Well, recovering quickly enough. Tags in Cold Hard Cash and
looking up to serve dinner early with a helping of beef stew.
Beef stew that brought them victory last week.
With Sextrap distracting Willard.
Willard. One. Oh, and down he goes.
What a move by Sextrap. How else do you crush the patriarchy than luring him in like that and then just beating their ass from behind?
Literally beating their ass in a sliding axe handle right to the gluteus. Sextrap very proud of her handiwork. Willard not happy about it.
He still has a job to do, but look at this.
Brainbuster into Frog Splash from the Sextrap.
Fantastic stuff. These two are gelling early.
Certainly are. And folks, go ahead and head over to QAWmerch.com/KY Jelly if you'd like to participate in our sensory experience for tonight's program.
Also, if you're playing your Willard getting his ass kicked drinking game, make sure you've taken your shot already. Oh.
Absolutely. Remember, the safe word is referee. Cold Hard Cash and gets sent into the corner. Sextrap preening and posing.
Never misses an opportunity to strut her stuff.
Certainly doesn't as Payne Austin checks back in. Drop toe hold here. Whoa!
Oh.
Impressive. Oh, running knee strike to the side of the head. Payne Austin almost took part of the ring with her.
She did, but recovering early, clearly she's been showing Sextrap. We have not seen this level of striking ability from Sextrap before, typically more of a grappler, but now Cold Hard Cash in that Shiranui.
Standing Shiranui lands. Payne Austin's been grounded. Gets sent into the bitch's corner. Oh, the running knee does not connect this time.
She really wants it.
Falcon Arrow, she's done the deal!
The greatest wrestler would be proud, now bringing her back up. Again, suffering that beef stew earlier, but now looking to slap her senseless and sensibility.
Down goes one half of the women's champions, and now setting her up. Oh, heel to the side of the face.
Oh man, and there's some Sextrap rubbing off on Payne Austin there, showing a little attitude here.
Certainly getting cheeky, if you catch my meaning.
Absolutely, I sure do. I've had sex.
Certainly have, and one day we'll hear about that Hawaiian adventure, but arm wringer there from Sex Trap. Whoa, Cold Hard Cashin able to escape. Arm wringer of her own.
Again, that's a sheer athleticism of Cold Hard Cashin on display.
You don't stay champions for as long as they have. They are undefeated in QAW women's tag team title defenses. As wow, making her smell her foot.
Look at that flexibility, man.
Sex Trap certainly, showing off some hyper flexibility, absolutely. Sends her in, hip toss grounds Cold Hard Cashin once again, and a boot to the back to follow up.
But now looking to follow that up with a moon nut. Boom!
Oh! From orbit and crashing down. 1, 2! Oh, God, Willard.
Down goes Willard again, take another shot.
Well, each of our teams have attacked Willard once.
Now send up Cold Hard Cashin for the O face.
Oh! Dropping her right on her head.
But Willard's still out. Okay, just banging that head on the mat. Okay, smart call. Do not go for the pin out. Now you do.
1, 2! Oh, my goodness.
Willard take a third shot, but now kicking Delia Payne in the head there.
That is 2-1 in Willard attacks as Bitches Brew takes the lead, but Sex Trap focused on the task at hand as a detonation kick takes down Delia.
Okay, they've isolated Cashin. This is your chance. You gotta hope Willard recovers soon here. Maybe they can get a pinfall.
Certainly, it looks like, Sex Trap showing off to her adoring public.
Both a strength and a weakness there.
Well, with Willard down, she certainly would have been suited to capitalize, and sit-out jawbreaker there. Delia nowhere to be found.
She's asleep on the outside, trying to put down Cashin. Oh, and here we go. That French DDT.
The FDT, down goes Cold Hard Cashin. 1, 2, no! Kick out at 2. That is the toughness, the raw instinct to win that keeps her going.
That resiliency of Cold Hard Cashin cannot be denied. I've said it 1,000 times. I'll say it again, but not throwing him in the prude corner. Oh, look at this. We've heard about this. Their tag finisher, the Ode to Orgasms.
Oh! I don't think she was faking that one, folks. And a giant swing to follow up.
This is some great cohesion again, folks. What a sequence. Cashin has been in this match for so long, and now taking this level of punishment, she's got to be feeling it.
Cover. 1, 2, no! This time, Delia getting in and striking an opponent rather than the referee.
Yeah, I mean, she's reaffirming her focus, but looking to slap Cashin again, but eats a Shiranui.
Down she goes. It's Cold Hard Cashin not looking to tag out, though, and that might cost her.
That's her pride. I mean, she is a dominant competitor, but there we go, tagging in Delia.
Finally seeing sense and taking a break. Running into Guri blocked. Forearm to the side of the head, flooring Delia.
Better backflip in celebration.
Payne Austin is, beating her senseless.
You know she wants some revenge for that 2-on-1 attack all those weeks ago, and this is her chance to take it.
Certainly.
Senseless and sensibility.
Down goes Delia. Cover. 1, 2. No! Delia able to power out on her own.
Delia, that fighting style honed in all those tavern brawls, she is absolutely as tough as Cold Hard Cashin is.
Certainly is. Gets whipped into the corner. Payne Austin anticipating Cold Hard Cashin coming in.
And keeping Delia pinned in the corner there, perhaps a talking strategy with Sex Trap here.
Sex Trap mouthing some sex words in Delia's ear, and she didn't like that.
Nothing gets Delia more riled up than sex words.
Down goes Payne Austin. So torpedo European uppercut. But she's able to... She had Delia, but Delia's able to escape. Now with a shoulder ringer there. And digging the elbow right into the side of the rotator cuff.
Delia's looking to stunt this momentum that they have going here, but is she set? Yep, the printing press on Delia.
Matchbook cover. 1, 2. No!
Oh!
What is it going to take as Sextrap raining down blows on Coldart Cashin?
Prude and Poppin' Out are showing some veteran tag team knowledge and know-how right now, though. With Sextrap running interference, taking down Cashin, and Delia having to kick out on her own volition, but now eating those kicks to the head as a result.
Hip toss reverses things. My goodness. Bitches Brew has taken everything these newcomers have to bear. Oh, standing Hurricane Rana there.
At the same time, though, we have not seen Bitches Brew challenged like this before. I mean, I think by this time they had already taken out AC Power last week, and this new team has got their number, it would seem.
Absolutely, but Delia, oh, she ties Payne Austin up in the ropes. Springboards back in. And I guess she wants Sextrap. She's tired of hearing those sex words rattling around in her brain.
Looks like it.
Oh, but it's a kick to the back of the neck.
I don't think she got all of that, but still enough to take her down.
Now Delia and Sextrap squaring off. Boot to the midsection. Sends her into the ropes.
Looks for a Spanish bomb.
Aye, aye, aye. Down goes El Sextrap. 1, 2. Oh, kick out right at 2 as Payne Austin was about to break it up.
It's the first pinfall attempt we've seen from Bitches Brew in a bit. They may have been biding their time. If they have something planned, now's the time to do it. Oh,
absolutely. Whoop, missed running knee there, but a spear grounds Delia.
My God.
Just an animalistic tackle there.
What a way to start off Pandemic here, folks. Use that hashtag. Women's tag action forever starting right now. It's trending.
Key crusher there by Delia. Sends Sextrap into the Bitches Brew corner. They're going to have to serve up some beef stew if they want to walk away victors. But no, Sextrap reverses. Spear to Coldart Cashin.
Oh my God, taking her out. What does she have planned here?
Delia missing a forearm. She doesn't have anything left.
Ooh.
Oh, leg lariat. Down she goes. 1, 2. No! Delia out at 2.
Not yet. What is she? Okay, but now she's looking to follow this up here. Hitting her with a double moon nut.
Moon nut connects. Coldart Cashin still down on the outside. 1, 2, 3. That's it. The challengers have beat the champions.
My God, Prude and Poppin' Out on their tag team debut, taking down Bitches Brew again, the most dominant team in QAW history, folks. What a hell of a first match. Congrats to Prude and Poppin' Out.
Absolutely. And Prude and Poppin' Out, they were able to isolate Bitches Brew way more than we've seen any other team be successful in doing, and they earned every inch of that victory.
Absolutely, man. I am horny as hell. What a hell of a match that was. Congrats to Prude and Poppin' Out, folks, and do not go anywhere. This momentum is going to keep us going through the entire show. Coming up soon, we have the opening challenge from Jacques Leroux continues. We have Business Casual back in action. And again, our main event tonight is for those QAW Men's Tag Team Championships, so don't go anywhere.
If you like what you see, and when you're looking at Sextrap, how could you not? Go ahead and follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/quarantine action wrestling. Catch the fever.
I'm sick
of boners.
Two down. 2. It was a 1.5. Beat the greatest last week. Submission match. He stepped up to the challenge. He's a man, fighter, a wrestler. Now I've got Kevin the Punisher Paquette, another man, another fighter, another wrestler, willing to step up to the challenge that I'm offering every week. An open challenge, one that you haven't accepted, James Maloney. Makes me wonder what kind of a man you are, what kind of a fighter you are, what kind of a wrestler you are. Kevin Paquette, Punisher, he attacks people backstage. I got no respect for that. But I respect the fact that he's stepping in the ring with the ring general, Jacques the Lock Leroux. Been in this business for a lot of years. I fought a lot of people. None of them have ducked me as much as you have, James Maloney. Coming for your belts, the belt that you hold on your shoulder so proudly. That belt belongs here, on this shoulder. And I'll wear it proudly, and I'll defend it proudly, unlike you. You're so embroiled with your tag team aspirations that you forget that you're a champion, that you're a fighter, that you're a wrestler, that you're a man. Read the room, James Maloney. You're done.
Jacques the Lock LaRue. No, I don't even want to do a promo this week. I'm tired from working out all day and thinking about different ways to find that squirrel and fucking kill him. Anyway, that's not important right now. What is important is this open challenge. I am sick and tired of hearing you run your mouth about how you deserve a title shot. Well, the buck stops here. Because after tonight, I'm going to take your place in line. Then I'm coming for Don't Touch Our Nuts. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to watching Ed Norton and the Incredible Hulk.
The action rolls on as the open challenge from Jacques the Lock LaRue is being answered by Don't Call Me a Pamphlet, Kevin the Punisher Paquette.
Jacques LaRue putting down the greatest wrestler in his open challenge last week with authority in that submission match. But this won't be a submission match, folks. A standard one-on-one, but now up against the first-time pairing here in QAW. The Kevin the Punisher Paquette has been absolutely vicious since his debut those weeks ago and been locked in an embittered feud with Don't Touch Our Nuts. Just seemingly going against one of the most beloved fan favorites immediately. Probably make a statement, but here he is looking to take out Jacques LaRue.
Much like Sex Trap in a pool of wet concrete, looking to make an indelible mark here in QAW as we continue to witness the career renaissance of Jacques the Lock. After embarrassingly being the first man eliminated from the QAW Men's Rumble, he has fallen into despair as Mr. Shakes, and he has risen like a phoenix to become his true self.
I mean, what a better way to redeem yourself than what he's been doing. This open challenge has done wonders to establish his credibility and bring back his reputation. He was feared in Canada before his whole phase, but let's see it again. This is no laughing matter with Kevin the Punisher Paquette.
Kevin Paquette is no nonsense, no frills. He's just looking to put knuckles on chins.
Just known to make you tap, snap, or pass out, and just no nonsense. This is a guy who just a champion of strong style, harkening back to the old days of just the school of hard knock wrestling. Kevin Paquette is not messing around.
Certainly is not. Jacques the Lock certainly has his work cut out for him tonight as the Punisher makes his way to the ring. Fans, if you're a fan of QAW, and we know you are, go ahead and smash that follow button on twitch.tv and go ahead and subscribe to our monthly subscription service when it arrives.
Absolutely. Don't forget our sponsor, Dippin' Dots. Just available at any abandoned theme park near you. Grab your Dippin' Dots.
There's been a lot of casualties of this pandemic, and if theme parks are one of them, go ahead and hop that fence and get some delicious space ice cream.
What are they gonna do? Fire ya?
Ha! Speaking of, whoa!
Well, Congratulations, you two got
What
my
the?
attention. Now I'm gonna have to show you why that was a mistake. And if you don't like it, too bad. I'll see you in the ring.
Boston's biggest bad boy. He's come unhinged backstage.
What?
He's coming out to the ring.
Oh my God, folks! It looks like this might be a triple threat. Boston's biggest bad boy, James Maloney, is here.
My God, the New England Heritage States champion.
Finally, it looks like he's been listening to Jacques LaRue's challenges. Jacques LaRue had started this weekly open challenge to build credibility to eventually go against James Maloney. He has staked his claim to that New England States Heritage Championship title belt, and it looks like he's poked the bear.
The bear has been poked and he has been experimented on. He's been prodded. He's been reinvented himself under the watchful eye of the doctor. Boston's biggest bad boy is here.
This is a bold move. He will be up in that men's title match later tonight, but I guess he's sick of hearing the Jacques LaRue's mouth go off. He wants to shut it.
Looking to do so permanently as we're about to kick this off as a triple threat match. Jacques the Lock, Kevin the Punisher Paquette, and Boston's biggest bad boy, Willard Wilford, kicks us off. The Boston's biggest bad boy has inserted himself here quite ceremoniously, you might say, as Jacques the Lock gets worked over by the Punisher.
I mean, he's been hearing those challenges, like I was just saying, from Jacques for weeks. And yeah, what better way to scout out potential challengers to your title than to literally put yourself into the match? So here we go.
The Punisher grounding Jacques the Lock with a running punch, but eats a knee to the back and a Russian leg sweep grounds him. Back elbow there from Jacques the Lock and a backbreaker. Tremendous strength there to pick up Boston's biggest bad boy like that.
Literally the biggest bad boy, but we know, I'm just, the fact that he's here, I cannot get over this. He's actually in our main event tonight too, competing for those men's tag team title belts. So, and we know his tendency to gas out, but again, he is all soul. He is all full of challenge and that championship spirit. So here he is.
He's full of something. He might be hyped up on Dr. Juice.
Dr. Juice, as they say, is the most vital of juices.
It's also our first in-house sponsor, Dr. Juice. If you like what you see when you look at the doctor, go ahead and swallow some Dr. Juice.
It's right next to the Gatorade in every CVS.
It's easy to mistake one for the other, but don't be fooled, folks. It's a lot of human growth hormone.
It sure is.
Now, Boston's biggest bad boy lands an impressive Hurricane Rana for someone his size.
That mix of power and agility is what makes him so dangerous. And then, of course, the tactical prowess of the Punisher here, able to look at Saito suplex on the bad boy, just able to manipulate that weight in such a way where he can throw around people a lot larger than him.
Certainly. Any judo practitioner will tell you that it's all about manipulating your opponent's center of gravity as the Punisher manipulates the limbs here of Jacques the Lock. What does he have in mind? Stretching out. That shoulder and landing a knee in the side.
That joint manipulation would make Pete Dunne proud. Just you have to protect all parts of you when you're up against the Punisher. And taking a drop kick to the back.
Again, impressive agility there from Boston's biggest bad boy, who, when we weighed him, weight came in at about 565 pounds.
Absolutely. It's amazing at the ring. But now look at this. Speaking of putting on pounds, folks, you ever have dinner at Chow and Joy, Mike?
Certainly have. I'm a frequent visitor there. Looks like Jacques the Lock gets his card punched.
Absolutely. Only 9 more Chow and Joys until his next ass eating is free. Oh, no, a Bostonian Destroyer and their Punisher. James Maloney is coming in hot.
Cover. 1, 2. No! The Punisher able to kick out of the New England Heritage States champion finishing maneuver.
His toughness cannot be denied. Again, I mean, just the gall to come in and immediately go after a fan favorite, don't touch our nuts. And those two still have yet to settle their beef. But he's, again, just such a tough competitor. Ooh.
Zigzag there from Jacques LaRue, who eats a chop across the chest. And yes, don't touch our nuts, still the holder of that Fauci surprise briefcase. He could cash that in at any time to challenge for any men's championship of his choosing.
Absolutely, and we see our men's warehouse representatives on the outside there, still wearing those same suits. They have yet to be washed in months, and now they're currently just. It's not like they have a job to go back to.
Certainly don't. They work for Dippin' Dots. You're gonna like the way they taste, I guarantee it.
Absolutely.
Boston's biggest bad boy grabs Jacques by the head and hurls him overhead, belly to belly suplex.
Oh, Jacques, another one of the big competitors covered.
1, 2. Jacques able to kick out. One of those bad boys big boys getting hurled around by another beefy boy.
Those beefy boys I love so much. And now, oh, look at this. The Punisher's finishing maneuver, setting up for the punishment suplex.
Punishment suplex, compacting the vertebrae there of Boston's biggest bad boy, but... Oh, Jacques the Lock flapjacking him.
Look at this sequence of big moves. Now Jacques looking to maybe, he's going for the cover on Bad Boy.
1, 2. Oh, almost a 2 count there. Wisely capitalizing on the handiwork of the Punisher. Looks like the bad boy, able to escape with a swift kick to the, nope.
Ooh.
Swift punch to the face, misses that Hurricane Rana. Jacques the Lock lands him with a snowplow.
Oh, that classic brain buster there. Bad Boy's taking a lot of punishment here.
1, 2. Oh, the Punisher just in time to watch that pin get broken up by Boston's biggest bad boy.
And now, the GTS to Jacques LaRue and looking to follow it up. Oh!
My God, a GTS and a running kick right across the chest. Is this enough? 1, 2, 3. No!
Ooh.
Almost 3. Boston's biggest bad boy has been stunned into a stupor as the Punisher almost victorious.
He was almost looked like he was falling asleep, but now he's got Jacques locked in an armbar there, but bringing it up.
It's trapping him in a triangle armbar there, but Boston's biggest bad boy, Poison Rana!
God, the agility on that big man is just insane.
Oh! A little bit of a time skip there. We'd like to thank Devlin's Advocate for fucking with the temporal relay.
You know, hiring him as the QAW resident physicist was perhaps not the greatest move on Diamond David's part.
Certainly not, but looks like our second visit.
Yep. Giving up a big serving and dinner, that chow and joy.
2 out of 10, folks.
Jacques just watching. He seems to be very pleased.
Well, I think he was waiting for Boston's biggest bad boy to gas out, as you were alluding to earlier, as, buries an elbow in that quad. That ample, beefy quad. The bad boy not able to get all that leverage for the overhead belly to belly. Snap suplex grounds him, the Punisher back to his feet.
A series of counters. Again, there's 3 of our toughest competitors all in one match. It's amazing that ring is still standing.
Certainly is. And looks like the Punisher has something especially painful in mind here for Jacques the Lock. What does he have in store? Oh, boot to the face.
Okay. But here's something. Oh, God.
Deadlift powerbomb.
Again, the power of the Punisher cannot be denied. His just knowledge of just able to manipulate that weight in such a way where he can toss around our biggest competitors. Very impressive.
Tying up Jacques the Lock, and he just may have dislocated the elbow there of Jacques the Lock.
Ooh.
Don't know what Boston's biggest bad boy was thinking there.
Maybe a little sly maneuver there, perhaps trying to get in the head of the Punisher.
The Punisher just working over those hamstrings with quick shots to the back of the leg. Bad boy's got him by the scruff of the neck, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a bad boy.
The crowd's going nuts, and as they hit your least favorite number, Mike.
And that count is broken up before we even get to the first number.
Oh, but now he's looking to put the bad boy in the Jacques lock, and look at this, immediately breaking out.
My goodness. We haven't seen anybody immediately escape from the Jacques lock before. You wonder if his confidence has been shaken. Pardon the terminology.
And now being tossed out. Good God, James Maloney is just been going back in, changing his mind.
He just wanted to make sure that Jacques was on the outside, and he is. 1. That's it. Just one.
He gave Punisher too much time to just hang out there, and I guess looking to make up for that, but just no, but he escapes.
Looking to give his head a hug with those beefy legs, but
ooh!
You can hear that from the back row.
Right across the Punisher's chest. Now that is punishment, folks.
Lariato! Down goes the bad boy.
On the Punisher just beckoning Jacques to hit him in the head there, but then following up with that kick, the Punisher is just so tough.
Could be closing in on a victory here. He's isolated both limbs of Jacques the Lock. Both arms are tied up. Is Jacques going to give it up?
Is he?
Could he?
Ooh.
No, he's able to flip out of it. Slow motion, somehow flying forearm.
All these men, they're getting tired at this point. This match has gone on for a while. And, Bostonian Destroyer on Jacques.
All that impact busted the top of his head open. 1, 2. No!
Oh my!
Jacques the Lock will not stay down.
With fractions left, milliseconds left, and James Maloney looks frustrated. I cannot believe he kicked out of that.
I cannot blame him. That's his best shot, and it's been kicked out of. Building up a head of steam, running back heel kick. And the Punisher wants to know, do you know my name?
He does, but after taking a shot to the face, now he might not remember his name.
No, neither is Willard. He's down.
Willard again. That's your 4th shot, folks.
Oh, my goodness. Jacques the Lock stumbling around like he's drunk. And thanks again to Andy Devlin for that time skip.
We're going right into his swing. Look at the Punisher toss around that big bad boy.
2 matches, 2 giant swings, as Payne Austin and the Punisher have a lot in common, and that is pure dominating upper body strength.
The crowd loves it. This is awesome indeed, folks. Remember, that's trending on Twitter. This is awesome. This match currently that I'm watching right now.
Trending. Statewide in the great state of Colorado, we are here in Denver, home of the Broncos, home of John Alway.
But now locking Jacques into that Fujiwara armbar. Is that it?
Straightening out that hinge joint right in the elbow is Jacques the Lock. He's gonna be able to. The bad boy breaks it up.
Wow, I cannot believe that Jacques was able to hang on that long. And now looks like it's dinner time for the Punisher.
3rd time's a charm as one more helping of Chow Enjoy.
Ass to the face.
Oof. We've seen Zio, we've seen Steve Delfino employ similar maneuvers, but Boston's biggest bad boy might become our first ever double champion in QAW. As you mentioned, he's in tonight's main event as well.
He is. This almost might he might be considering this a warm-up in a way, but now going for that cover.
1, 2. Kick out right before a count of 2. The Punisher not staying down.
All of these competitors leaving it all out in the ring there, folks.
Jacques the Lock is in danger of losing his namesake challenge as the Punisher sets up the bad boy. GTS! And a penalty kick!
Absolutely devastating.
Cover! 1, 2, no! The bad boy is not done yet.
How many kickouts have we seen? They're throwing everything at the wall. They're throwing all their shit and seeing what sticks.
And now a drop kick from Jacques crumbles the inside somehow of the Punisher.
Another Bostonian Destroyer on Jacques.
Right to that same spot that got busted open earlier. Boston's biggest bad boy is through playing around. But the Punisher's not done either. Cover!
Oh my God!
1, 2, 3! The challenge is over! The Punisher has beaten Jacques the Lock!
Beaten Jacques the Lock LaRue, and also our current New England States Heritage Champion, folks. I did not see this coming at all. Congrats to the Punisher. God, who can stop this man?
He is on a path of rage. Don't touch our nuts, beware, as this man has built up locomotives worth momentum towards his ambition of being at the very best here in QAW.
Wow, again, just James Maloney inserting himself into this match. This was originally just an open challenge answered by the Punisher against Jacques the Lock, and now, I mean, well, wait, what's this?
Don't touch our nuts, getting a better look at the man who's been trying to get his attention, and certainly the Punisher seems to have gotten his.
As we know, these two have been going back and forth for weeks. That's the holder of the men's Fauci surprise contract, and just a man hates these squirrels.
It's not a lot to like about a man who hates squirrels. Is don't touch our nuts. Oh, eats a shot right to the face. The Punisher just dispatched two men, and he's still hungry for violence.
They're going to it. Willard and his twin brother Wilfred breaking it up with our security team too, but no, they're still beating the hell out of each other, folks.
Folks, we have way more QAW action, if you can believe it. Don't go anywhere as we hear a quick word from our sponsor.
Hi, I'm Peg Nuts, and the Nut family has been in the business of nuts for generations before I even started Peg's Nuts. There's no family and no company that knows nutting more than the Nut family. And I'm here to tell you that we have perfected our nuts so that they won't leave any nut dust on your hands. We want you to feel like you can touch our nuts. When it comes to nuts, we know what people want. We know that when you reach your hand into a delicious bag of honey roasted peanuts, you don't want your hands to be covered with nut dust. Here at Peg's Nuts, we have perfected the nut culling so that none of Peg's Nuts will leave any nut dust on your hands. So come on, touch our nuts. We have every kind of nut. Almonds, cashews, other nuts, even peanuts. Our variety is enormous, but our guarantee is just the one, that you won't get any nut dust on your hands when you're eating Peg's Nuts. So from my family to yours,
Touch our nuts!
Go ahead, touch our nuts.
The easy thing to do would be to make excuses. You know what the hard things to do would be? The hard thing to do would be to challenge the most dangerous entity in this company to a fight. The hard thing to do would be to make it known that you won't buy in, therefore making it easy for them to want to take you out. The hard thing to do would be to, within this fight that you challenge them to, not only be the first one eliminated, but get swept clean. It's obvious that having a common enemy may bring camaraderie to the boys in the back, but it doesn't equal effectiveness in the ring. Juicebox put up a hell of a fight, but he's obviously more of a solo act than a team player. I'm okay with that. My goal in creating this tag team match was to give everybody who wanted a shot at the generation a chance to get their hands on them, and although we failed in getting the win, I succeeded in accomplishing that goal. Maybe it's time to stop playing in the sandbox and aim straight for the top of the slide. Cut the snake off at the head, if you will. Wellington Arms, I'm not here to wrestle tonight. But I do want you to know that I have an eye for an eye on you.
Tickets, please!
What's up, QAW? This is the Big Ticket, Rich Dembowski, and I got something to say. And no, it's not about our match tonight against Uranus. I mean, business casual is going to walk through them like we walk through everybody else. No, it's more of a big picture thing. The future of the promotion, if you will, which ironically might be tied to the past. You see, It never bothered me that people talked about the generation, until that was all they started talking about. Because you know what they're not talking about then? They're not talking about the big ticket. They're not talking about the dapper head clapper. They're not talking about business casual. And that's a problem. And everybody that shows up here, they've been here 10 minutes, they say, oh, we gotta do something about the generation. You know what? Me and the dapper head clapper are half of the action already. So we're just looking for a couple more dudes. Dudes with maybe the right attitude. Maybe even a degenerate or two. Listen, if you want to be part of the next great stable of talent, give me a call. And if you don't, that's fine. Because after all, I'm me and you're just you.
Business casual. Do you like suits? You know they do, as Road Rage is in the corner of these two dapper gentlemen as they take on the Uranus boys.
And we've also we've been hearing backstage. It looks like Road Rage and Mike Carr has joined the ranks of Business Casual, and adding just even more strength and power to that team. But they're up against former champions here in the Uranus boys, as Zio and Andy Devlin, the time skip creator himself, make their way to the ring.
They have their work cut out for them to try to trap three beefy boys in a tractor beam.
You know what? I tried to get three beefy boys in a tractor beam once, and it broke my tractor beam. Don't get your tractor beams from Amazon, folks.
QAWmerch.com/Buckley's Tractor Beam.
Absolutely. That's also the name of my Patreon, Buckley's Tractor Beam. If you're here, you must have been drawn in.
Go ahead and check out each level of incentive and prize for supporting Buckley Swantoon and his campaign to have sex a second time.
Yep, the second time, I guarantee you, is going to be a better story than the first. But I don't have time to tell the story of the first one right now, because we're about to see our former men's tag team champions, the Uranus boys, back in action after some time away.
Absolutely. We understand that South Earth was facing the pandemic crisis just as the rest of this world has, and Zio had to work some overtime at the Hot Topic.
And now with that raging guitar, we see Business Casual with the added addition of Road Rage, just making them even more dangerous. But folks, we just got word happening backstage right before this. The big ticket was backstage when these two masked men came out of nowhere and attacked them.
My goodness, and thankfully the Dapper Headclapper arrived just in time to intimidate them away. Didn't even have to sully up that suit, but Business Casual, they're not 100%, but they're here to fight.
I mean, props to the big ticket after taking a surprise attack like that and still here, ready to bring honor to the Business Casual name, making business casualties out of the Uranus boys. And who are those masked men?
Certainly making their presence felt as, whoa, the big ticket looks to make his felt, not looking to show any weakness as he humbles Zio early.
I mean, he shed blood in Japan. He knows what it's like to have to put up with adversarial opponents, and he is just looking to prove himself every single night here at QAW.
Zio not looking to fall behind early as, whoa, able to sidestep a humongous enziguri from the big ticket, who weighs in at, if this sheet is correct, 412 pounds.
He is absolutely massive, but again, you cannot count out the Uranus boys. They're former champions for a reason, and Zio just having that very impressive agility backed up with the surprising power of Devlin's Advocate, who we see now in the ring.
Absolutely, and you saw some of the limbs going akimbo there, the big ticket. That gravity well in the corner may have sucked him in as a gator roll grounds the ticket.
Those goddamn gravity wells, it's amazing how much they specifically affect the passage of time within a contained zone, but that's part of our charm, folks.
Certainly is, and double leg takedown there, grounds Devlin's Advocate, the big ticket, putting big boots on those digits. Now cranking back the neck, Willard Wilford doing some shadow puppets, that's fine.
He's been working on them.
Very proud of him. Oh! Big big ticket there. Giving the business to Devlin's Advocate, needs a big boot for his trouble.
You cannot, too much hubris. You got to go right in there after him, and Uranus Boy's looking to capitalize on that clothesline in the corner.
Down goes the ticket as Devlin's Advocate. Whoa, giving a little bit of the shimmy there for all the fans in South Earth.
All right, they call that the South Earth shimmy.
Certainly do. Go ahead and find us on TikTok, QAW, and you can see more of Devlin's Advocate and Zio's fancy dancing.
Absolutely. We're young too.
Certainly are. Okay, Boomer. Down goes Devlin's Advocate with a deadly fireman's carry there, and looks like a powerbomb on the way, but no, reverses with a DDT.
Oh man, Uranus Boy's coming in hot here, just absolutely. But the big ticket suffering an attack from those masked men. He can't be at 100%. I don't know if he should have started off this match here.
It's arguable that maybe he should have, sat this one out early as the Uranus Boys tag in. Double back elbow. Oh! Pain-o-matic. Boot right across the face there is... you get... Oh! Ooh. Running in Seguri. Dapper Headclapper looking to will on the big ticket.
Big ticket has got to get a tag in there, but now in Road Rage in the corner, but just big ticket has got to get himself out.
And now these frequent tags from the former champions wearing down the much larger competitor. Double back body drop.
That is what makes them former champions, but no, okay, here comes Dapper.
All that celebrating gave them the opening the business casual needed to get slammed off the ropes. Yikes.
Oh my God, not a good showing here for these Dapper gentlemen.
Cover. Kick out even before one, and you saw Mike Carr there just prowling on the outside. He's enraged that he can't get into the ring and show the Uranus Boys what for, as another gator roll here gets employed on the Headclapper.
Well, you imagine, you almost think that maybe Road Rage should have subbed in for the big ticket, or perhaps this is just an agreement for now. Maybe Road Rage is just scouting out the team, but either way, Dapper is in here, and he's not having much more success. Oh, but here we go. Impressive counter.
STO leg sweep there. Grounds the representative from South Earth.
Oh, and he clapped him with his knees.
But he's not done yet. Sends him into the corner. TBT is back to his feet. Business casual, what do they have in store here?
Yep, here we go. The master of the pile driver bringing it to the team, making a business casualty out of Devlin's Advocate.
Business casualty. Zio is furious. Willard's out of position.
Willard.
1, 2, no. Kick out at 2 there from Devlin's Advocate. Is TBT feeling himself?
I guess so. Zio may have saved him there by distracting Willard, giving Devlin's Advocate that much more time, but here we go. Now big tickets really got something going.
The Japanese moves of doom. Ducks that punch. Protoplex.
It's not a trash bag, folks. It's a big ticket.
Certainly is. If you see it blowing in the wind, get your camcorder and record it. It's art.
It certainly is. That'll get you an A.
Certainly will. Oh! Devlin's Advocate not impressed with the American beauty that is TBT.
Oh, Joe looking to turn him over, trying to get him in that Boston Crab.
The ultimate insult to all the young boys in Japanese dojos. He's looking to submit Devlin's Advocate with a basic maneuver. Wilfred shimmying like a snake.
It might be basic, but it is powerful, folks.
Certainly is. To have your own legs pulled over the back of your back, it's embarrassing, it's painful.
Oh, the first contact.
Down goes the big ticket. My goodness, these competitors, they're not even going for pinfalls as often as we've seen. They're just looking to punish each other.
Oh, but now they might be trying to put away the big ticket with the 3D.
3D!
3D!
Takes TBT to the pain dimension.
Oh.
Broken up immediately by the Headclapper.
Willard's taking a couple of headshots, but anyway, folks, we got to cut to a commercial here from our sponsors. We'll be right back with more action right after this.
Time to pay the bills.
I'm going to get a snack.
We'll never see this run again, Jim.
Brady's pass, it's intercepted and returned for a touchdown by Logan Ryan, the former Patriot.
Patriots not going to the Super Bowl this year, but don't let that prevent you from getting the insurance that you deserve. Tyrone's Insurance. We got you covered. Front or back. You decide. I choose the front.
How to survive a runaway train. Place your feet flat on the floor. Tuck your head and arms into the seat in front of you. Begin to cry. Trains are natural INFJs and will stop to comfort you through compassion and practical advice. Now you know how to survive a runaway train.
We are back from that sponsor break. Go ahead and buy that fine product or service.
Absolutely. I love that product or fine service. I got myself some empanadas. They say you can't eat empanadas on Thursday night, but I insist otherwise.
See, lunes, martes, miércoles, ticket, as he's bringing the pain on this Thursday.
Zio rolling to the outside, right at the feet of Road Rage.
There's nothing Road Rage hates more than a weirdo with a foot fetish. Speaking of putting those feet right around the head of the big ticket and sending him for a ride, Zio with very inventive offense and now just staring at his handiwork.
We know this is a bit of a tendency of Zio to sort of get lost, get lost in thought perhaps, or perhaps a side effect from the gravity wells from Devlin's Advocate. Either way, he's admiring his handiwork.
Pardon the phrasing, he was spacing out there.
Oh, but now, no, right into the light. He gave the big ticket the light. And standing there.
Yep. Just giving himself a chance to catch his breath. And folks, if you've caught your breath, go ahead and keep that chat active in our Twitch chat and enjoy QAW Pandemic's in full on YouTube, uploaded every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
And also, folks, make sure we have our next pay-per-view date locked in Sunday, Labor Day weekend, September 6th. Come on back. That night will be our next big holiday show. And here comes the Dapper Head Clapper.
The Dapper Head Clapper, Mr. No Days Off of being fashionable, gets sent into the corner. Uranus boys with those frequent tags yet again, setting him up for a 3D, perhaps?
3D! Yes. 3D!
Cover! Willard!
Willard is...
1, 2, no! Big ticket, oh! Reverse Manhattan drop, but eats a drop kick to the back there. Indy Devlin checking the waistband of the pants he's not wearing.
This is starting to break down. Willard, he might be concussed. We need to check on him.
No! Single leg head clapper. And another knee.
Dapper might be the one to turn this match around.
Trip up there. Devlin's Advocate sends him into the corner, but Zio's nowhere to be found. He's going to have to do this on his own.
And I think the big ticket might be sprawled outside as well. Yep, Dapper trying to mount something here, trying to turn it around.
Which man wants it more for their team? Is it going to be the Dapper Head Clapper for Business Casual, or is it going to be Devlin's Advocate for the Uranus boys?
Cover.
1, 2, no! Kick out at 2. We've seen 3Ds, we've seen spike pile drivers, business casualties. Both teams definitely came ready and prepared despite that sneak attack earlier on the big ticket.
Dapper just shedding that Dapper aside and reverting to his brawler base, and now Zio tagged in. Can Dapper keep it going?
We've seen that the head clapper is not afraid to get his hands dirty, albeit his suits never get stained.
Not once. That is some impressive fabric there, folks, and maybe that's why Men's Warehouse went out of business.
The head clapper just bought one suit, and that's all he needed. Take the whole company. Color! 1, 2, no! Got a bird's eye view of the inside of Willard there.
The inside of Willard, that's actually the name of his autobiography, now available in all Goodreads stores and Amazon bookstore. Inside Willard.
I'd like to thank our other sponsor tonight, Willard's Dad's Colonoscopy. Please write something catchy for the catchphrase here. Please remove this. Remember to remove this. It'd be embarrassing if you read this.
What is Zio getting clocked by the big ticket? Yeah, they're both standing there.
Both men dazed, confused. The big ticket standing in place. Road rage stunned into silence. Willard adjusting his pocket.
This is the action you can see every Thursday here in QAW.
And a backbreaker breaks the tension. Head clapper.
Oh,
connects with that leg drop.
Dashing leg drop. Can he? Is that it?
Cover. 1, 2. Oh, and Willard is down again.
Willard, that's a 5th shot, folks. If you're not drunk, you're not doing it right. With an electric chair drop from Dapper.
Electric chair drop. The head clapper is out of gas here, but Willard, he might be concussed. He's getting Ethan level numbers of.
He is.
Violence hit. Oh, head clapper traps Zio. Pile driver.
Speaking of concussed, the master of the pile driver just using his best tool, and now Willard's up.
1, 2, and that's it. Business casual are victorious.
Wow, putting up with that, and again, just the big ticket almost fighting, not at full strength after taking that attack beforehand, and we saw some shenanigans on the way, but putting down former tag champions in the Uranus boys, folks. Business Casual, they have stated that they're coming for those title belts, and they are making good on that claim.
Well, if you invested in Business Casual, folks, then the presence of former QAW men's champion Road Rage paying dividends here tonight as the Business Casual ones themselves pile drive their way to victory.
Absolutely. Well, don't go anywhere, folks. Coming up next, we have our QAW Women's Champion, AC Volt, in action in a non-title match against the Queen of Kombucha herself, Scobie.
And it's the return of the man himself, that meal prepper we all know and love.
Ferdinand Mentation.
Ha ha! Bacteria.
AC, yeah. I mean, what's going on? Your first loss last week.
I'm on Tinder. Oh, you mean about my loss? I wouldn't call it a loss. See, I was in a tag match, and there was a weight, an albatross around me in the form of an enormous baby. And I think we all know that. And I have tried my hardest to work with that baby, get us on the same page so we could start kicking ass. And honestly, it's just not working out.
Would it be possible to put James Maloney's blood into her?
You could ask her. She does have the agency of an adult woman.
She does always say that.
15 times an hour. Yeah.
I mean, I'll just say it. I never ask people if I'm going to inject them with James's blood. I just do it.
Well, I mean, either way, Scobie is now, she wants the belt now, too.
Who?
Scobie, the queen of kombucha.
Okay, did she call me out or something?
Seems to be.
Yeah, she's a bit of a songstress. She came up with the whole song basically. Yeah, she wants you.
Could you guys sing me some of that song?
This is Scobie.
Bread. I want the belt.
Belly coming forward as the queen of. You gotta just imagine Scobie as a woman's champ tonight.
Fine. I mean, I don't have another match this week, right? So I mean, I could kick her ass, but I'm not putting the belt up for this match. That's ridiculous.
Nah, she hasn't earned that. No.
She hasn't earned a shot at my belt. Jesus. You know what? Fine. I have a dinner with Tony Danza, but I can push it, and I will make time to kick Scobie's ass.
Well, okay. So you're up against Scobie, non-title. Do you want to? You want to? Eh?
Oh, do you want to okay. Scobie, I heard your song was fine, and I would love to kick your ass. Was that good?
That was great. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't good. Should I wink again?
I mean, you could probably do better.
Should I be meaner or nicer? Honestly, guys, Tony Dance is now texting me pictures of his new dog, and I just cannot. You know what I mean? Anyway, Scobie, congrats on your song. I guess I'll kick your ass.
I'm gonna go get lunch.
And now in women's action, we have Scobie, the Queen of Kombucha, against our now once defeated champion, AC Volts.
She may have lost that tag match when she teamed with Baby Powers, but she is still undefeated in singles action. But as we saw last week, via song, Scobie stating her intentions of going after the QAW Women's Championship, and AC Volts not taking kindly to that at all, as we just saw in that Generation meeting, but accepting her challenge, and now here she comes to the ring. It's Scobie.
Vibrating with the pure kinetic energy of kombucha, internalizing every meal ever fed to her by Ferdinand Mentation, who is backstage cooking up more delicious cooldown fuel.
Look at her sliding down, folks. Queen of Kombucha. Make it, and as she said, every queen needs her crown, and she's looking to start that ascent up the mountain here.
Certainly, the fast path to the top of the mountain would be by defeating the champion, which we certainly saw earlier with Payne and
Pruden popping out.
Pruden popping out, defeating our champion's Bitches Brew. Is Scobie going to be able to follow in their footsteps and be victorious over a champion?
What?
I mean, maybe.
Look at that agility. I wish I could do that.
Scobie is here, full in effect. Don't call her Scooby, folks.
She'll punch ya.
Sure will. Speaking of the Queen of Punches, here she is. She sits atop the women's roster here in QAW. It's AC Volts.
Does not give a damn about her reputation, but here she comes. The boss, the women's champion, the most dominant singles competitor in the entire league. It's AC Volts.
Absolutely. Those glasses say it all. She feels she is the boss of the women's division. Only tasting defeat for the first time last week in tag action.
Well, I mean that may have thrown her off her game a little bit. She has a little bit of hesitation in her step, but either way, she's here for business.
Certainly is essential business, folks, which was one of our excellent pay-per-views that QAW is proud to present. And as Buckley mentioned earlier, our next event coming up Labor Day weekend, Sunday the 6th. Be there.
Don't be a dick and go to the beach with friends. Stay in, quarantine safely, and watch Quarantine Action Wrestling.
Our action about to kick off. The Queen versus the Champion. Tying up, collar and elbow tie-up. Scobie backs up AC Volts into the corner.
All right, feeling each other out, scouting out here, and Willard not concussed enough to forget doing his job.
Separates these two ladies. Kick reverse there by the champion. Scobie cheats underneath.
Ooh.
Snapmare reverses fortunes there for AC Volts. Oh, big knee to the back. These two women feeling each other out.
Yep, taking it slow, seeing what is their game plan going into this, assessing that strength comparison, that technical comparison as well. Oh, but some impressive stuff here. Oh, the kick to the face. That's how you settle it.
Jumping super kick there. Scobie eats a big shot early. Oh, but an arm drag. Scobie might be dazed, but not out of it. Floats underneath AC Volts. Oh, dropping neckbreaker there.
And again, we can't state enough just how dominant AC Volts has been until that loss last week, but still in singles action, just fear, taking down Zassiesi, and has held the women's championship now for months and has yet to have. Well, we saw Lilac Dream challenge for the title, and of course the looming threat that Slam is on, holding the women's Fauci surprise contract. But again, this is no easy match for anybody.
Everything AC Volts has wanted, she's gotten so far in her QAW career. She wanted Chair, she took him from Rainbow Brittles. She wanted to join the Generation, and she became, their female representative, and she wanted to be champion, and she unseated Zestiesti.
And Scobie, but what Scobie wants is also just a slice of that pie, and she's putting up a good fight here against Volts, but she's got to get something going.
Sidesteps that running dropkick, and that could be the key to victory here for any competitor looking to unseat AC Volts, is they got to avoid that lightning quick offense.
Absolutely. And again, yeah, that high flyer action that Volts is known for, keeping her grounded is a smart move on Scobie's part. That's what makes it a queen.
Oh. Boot there, right to the... Oh! Tricep, and just lands that shin bone right across the bridge of the nose. And a snapmare to boot. Folks, these... Cover. 1. Kick out at 1. These moves won't end matches, but they'll certainly wear down competitors, and you have to exert energy to kick out.
You certainly do.
Scobie sends her into the corner. AC Volts reverses.
Doing that corner dance we're so familiar with here in QAW, and oh! Kick to the face.
Boots right on the chin bone of Scobie. Running Bulldog brings AC Volts down.
Neither of these competitors seems to have a significant one-up on the other as we're seeing them trade moves. And but again, I mean, just a sense of feeling each other out here. But now, okay, Scobie looking to hit the kombucha.
Kombucha! The champion is down. Scobie's out of breath.
That took something out of her there.
Willard staring like a creep.
Willard is our resident creep, and now just, looking to put AC Volts into B's knees. Oh.
It's locked in. It's a honeycomb of pain.
Willard's standing right there, and now with his hands in Scobie's hair or something. But
that is weird.
Is Volts going to kick out? Oh, but Scobie lets her out.
Looks like AC Volts was, able to maneuver herself out of there. The sweat of these competitors maybe enabled her to squirt out in between those honey knees as well. This is a forearm there.
Well, depth perception, misjudgment.
Eats a boot to the face. Scobie now raining down clubbing blows across her back. Flying head scissors from the champion. Trading blows as AC Volts looking to rally.
Yeah, Volts is starting to feel herself and just following up with a sequence of clotheslines.
Oh, 2 clotheslines and a jumping heel kick, much like Boston's Biggest Bad Boy we saw earlier.
Oh.
Jawbreaker, the generation seemed to be on the same page as, AC Volts literally shoving and kicking off Scobie.
Going to cover.
Kick out at 1.
Okay, Scobie's still fresh. She is still in this.
Ain't nobody dope as Scobie. She's just so fresh, so clean, Buckley.
Oh, I'm so clean, but now not as clean as Scobie getting thrown out there. And now look at this from Volts. Oh, look at that.
Tope suicida.
Our Men's Warehouse representatives standing out of their chairs in excitement.
As they should, the electricity pulsing through this arena.
Oh my God, that lightning strike kicked at Scobie's head, and then she bounced off against a table there.
My goodness, the ricocheting kinetic energy bouncing around the outside on half of an ice cream sandwich.
The worst thing to get ricocheted off of, and now being thrown into the table again. Volts is cranking it up here.
Oh, a big MW stamped on the forehead of Scobie as she bounced off the men's warehouse table.
Throwing her back in, but taking her up to the top rope.
What does she have in store here? Oh, and screw senton.
My God, we haven't seen her bust that out in a long time. Go for that cover.
1, 2, 3, and that is it. AC Volts with a move, like you said, we haven't seen in a while since her feud with Hawkeye.
What?
Wait, that's the Slamazon.
Oh my God, it's a Slamazon. Is she about to cash in? Is she gonna do it?
She can challenge for the women's title whenever she wants, and she's giving it to Wilford.
Oh my God, she's doing it. It's official, folks. The Slamazon is cashing in her Fauci surprise contract.
AC Volts is flummoxed. The Slamazon is fresh. Here we go.
Willard's rung the bell. This is a championship match now, folks. If the championship is on the line, but Volts taking it to Slamazon as fast as possible.
She's going to need to. She is outmatched in size and strength in most categories, and the Slamazon is fresh as a daisy.
AC Volts, and again, she literally just finished that match with Scobie, and she took a kombucha. She was locked into B's knee. She is not fighting at full strength here.
Not at all. Like the big ticket, she's been through hell, but as Winston Churchill once said, I'm drunk.
He did say that, and Slamazon might be drunk with opportunity and just, that knee to Volts' chest.
Knee buried into the midsection cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2, and of course that quote is, if you find yourself in hell, keep walking.
I'm drunk.
Indeed. AC Volts is going to need to keep a stiff upper lip if she's going to not only survive the Slamazon, but survive with her championship intact. Sends the Slamazon into the corner. Oh, misses a splash there, and every minute that ticks by, you got to think that championship inches away. Gets planted with a DDT.
But again, the fight that Volts is putting up here, she just went through a match, and she's still, she is defending this with all of her heart, folks. She might still be champion after this.
Sends the Slamazon into the corner. Gets reversed. That corner-based offense not paying off for AC Volts. Not against the Slamazon, who can fight her off. Clubs her to the back.
Just tossing her into this big German suplex, just throwing the champ around.
A little bit of a time skip there. Thanks again, Devlin's Advocate.
They're really severe tonight, but that's what happens when Devlin competes, and now she's just kicking Slamazon against the ropes.
Was able to actually topple the Slamazon there by working over the side of the knee.
Oh, but look at this, now putting Slamazon into the shocker.
Shocker! 3 fingers of satisfaction, but she's got one more.
She looking at, the standing lightning strike kick.
Will lightning strike the Slamazon? Cover. 1, 2, no!
Wow, go ahead.
Not enough to keep the Pride of Bolivia down.
I don't think the Slamazon was expecting this level of fight still in our champion. She's held on to that contract for weeks, and she chose to strike right now, but Volts will not stay down.
The heart of the champion beats strong, folks, my goodness, a boot to the midsection and just walking over the abdominal section of AC Volts. But she's still fighting.
God, but while we said Slamazon having a clear, she's just an absolute powerhouse at a QAW women's division. We know that she can get a little overconfident. She might have thought that she had this in the bag and is taking Volts too lightly here.
Certainly could. Standing moonsault landed from AC Volts, who's now trying to slap on a headlock and just drain the life out of the Slamazon. Maybe bring her down to her energy level.
It also gives Volts a chance to get some breath back. We're now stuck in a headlock.
Slamazon reverses. Some excellent chain wrestling shown here by the overwhelming force.
Now she's locked her into the boa constrictor. Is she going to pass out?
AC Volts is trapped. Willard in position.
For once, she's still in it.
Can only change hands by pinfall or submission, but not this time as AC Volts escapes.
God, I cannot believe she's still lasting this long.
Boot to the midsection.
And a double shocker.
2-handed shocker. Now using that clean hand to beckon the Slamazon back to her feet. The Slamazon fights her off. She might have been shocked into action.
Oh, but Volt's going to the ropes there, throwing off Slamazon a little bit.
Single leg trip. AC Volts kicks her off. Clubbing blow.
Setting her up. We're both trying to put her down with the Slamazon power slam.
The ring shook. Cover. 1, 2. No! AC Volts is not done yet.
How is she still in this? She's operating on blood and instinct, and the Slamazon clearly frustrated. She needs to do something here.
She has to stay on the champion. If she gives AC Volts an inch, she will take a championship mile. Back body drop to the champion. Measures her. Plants her with a spine buster.
Now that she's sick of this. She's just absolutely just mauling the champion, but now AC Volts going up to the top.
She had success earlier from the top. Beckoning the Slamazon to her feet.
Is Lightning going to strike a third time? Flying Lightning Strike.
Flying Lightning Strike. Cover. 1, 2. No. AC Volts almost beating 2 women in the same night.
Oh my goodness, she almost pulled a sex trap by taking on two in the same night, but no, Slamazon is still in this. God, folks, this is coming unglued. The crowd is going insane as AC Volts is dumped to the outside.
You can see our crowd, misshapen as they may be, they are on their feet. The men's warehouse men, they can't be bothered, but fuck them, their company's out of business.
They are still so depressed, and now, AC Volts reversing.
Slamazon trying to choke the life out of AC Volts, who buries a knee in her midsection. Oh, one of them got on his feet.
All right.
Nice of them. Oh, boot to the midsection again. Code Volts!
Ooh. The fight here in AC Volts is insane. How is she not just passed out? And look at a standing moonsault.
She's trying to soften up the Amazon for a desperation victory here, and she might get it.
And another shocker.
3 shockers, is that a charm? AC Volts is exhausted here, but she has to follow up.
And Slamazon's just rattled. There's no way she was expecting this. Oh, but she caught the lightning.
And she broke it over her back like Bane to Batman. Is this it?
Oh my God, is she about to do it?
Folks, we can see it. We can see it.
That Slamazon power slam. The ring shakes.
Cover. 1, 2, 3. We are the new champion.
She did it to Slamazon. She cashed in the women's Fauci surprise contract, took down AC Volts, giving her her first singles loss, and is the new QAW women's champion. Oh my God.
What a terrible night for the generation. Boston's biggest bad boy coming up short, and now AC Volts is no longer your women's champion.
Wow, this is the end. Is the generation era under fire now? I cannot believe it. A new champion, the pride of Bolivia, the powerhouse, the Slamazon, folks.
A house divided against itself cannot stand the efforts of Juicebox. Mark Question, Lloyd Legacy might finally be catching up to the generation as our new QAW Women's Champion is the pride of Bolivia, the Slamazon.
That's how you do it, folks. You get that contract, and it is a power to change lives, as we're just seeing now. And congratulations to our new women's champion, the Slamazon. They're going nuts in Bolivia tonight.
Absolutely, and don't go anywhere, folks. If you went nuts for the Slamazon, you'll love Mike Diesel versus Penguin.
Absolutely.
I can see my dragon.
Hey there, do you like billiards and snooker? We do too. We don't sell that, but what we do sell is felt. Here at Felty's Felt Shop, this is our warehouse. This is a guy who's not me, but it's cool because we sell felt. All colors and styles.
Greetings, fans of Quarantine Action Wrestling and residents of the Garden State. It's me, the Governor of New Jersey, and I'm here to provide some very important updates. First, and most importantly, the Trenton Farmers Market is going to have limited parking for the next 2 weeks because the parking lot is going to be resurfaced. Additional parking can be found further down Spruce Street. Second, the destruction of the Bumberland Strip Mall did in fact release a gigantic and still unexplainable Dragon Man out into the world. This Dragon Man has had a number of negative and also some positive impacts on the local economy. The negative impacts, of course, are the fact that the Dragon Man is wandering the Pine Barrens, uprooting trees and eating livestock. However, the Dragon Man does have some very interesting ideas on some of the policies affecting the great Garden State today. As such, even though he does not speak, I have brought him on as a senior advisor. The first order of business that this senior advisor recommended to me via a series of grunts and gurgles was that I should call someone out. Now that's something that I, the governor of New Jersey, have never needed to do. I am comfortable in my skyline view of the state. I am at the top of the mountain. Who do I need to call out? But as blood sprayed from the nose and mouth of the giant dragon man as a sign of how serious he was about this, I decided to, in fact, call out someone. So I shall. The Falcon. I do not believe you can make it in New Jersey. Rest assured, many people can't. But you most of all. The Falcon. Not New Jersey material. But for everyone else, though, you're welcome in advance, and thank you for your vote.
New Jersey.
Hey, it's Perjury Palopoulos here, former QAW champion, and I know a lot of people email and tweet and they ask me, like, what have you been up to ever since you lost the QAW title to Mike Carr? Well, as your questions, this is it. I've been collecting shelves.
Hello, my name is Penguine, and I'm trying to find Mike Diesel.
Mike Carr.
Mike Diesel, after he stole the title from Perjury Palopoulos.
A lot of people would put things on the shelves, but I think that's dumb.
I've crossed the country finding him wherever he goes, whether it's Boston or Atlanta or the other Atlanta that only wrestlers know about.
Why would you do that? They're just so spacious and wonderful. They're so smooth. All this other stuff's everyone else's that I live with in my commune. But these are my shelves. Look how straight they are. Smooth. This one needs a little dusting.
Now it's time to take him to Atlanta, where I'll kick his ass and take back the title for Perjury Palopoulos, because I'm Penguine. Hello!
But these open, free.
Like me.
If you think this virus can't hurt young and healthy people, I want you to look across the ring at that poor son of a bitch, Jer. He used to be a young prime champion, just like me, just like the New England States Heritage Champion for 3 years, Mike Diesel. And then he caught the virus. Now he doesn't know his name. He doesn't know my name, which is far worse. He's following me to every spot that I can think of. Oklahoma, Atlanta, Florida, Texas, every nursing home I can find. And now we are finally going to put an end to it. This Thursday, you are going to feel the wrath of my hydroxychloroquine driver, and you are going to be done, and that's it. And I'm not going to care if you know my name, because you're not going to be able to speak. That's what's going to happen this Thursday. Get ready.
And now that thick bird, it's Penguine, as he might be a little bit mistaken as he's taking on Mike Diesel.
Yeah, he seems to believe, perhaps confusing Mike Diesel with Road Rage Mike Carr, who we did see earlier, but thinking that Mike Diesel's the one who took down Perjury Palapa, as he was known then, at I believe Essential Business, to take away the men's title from him. But either way, they've been fighting all across the country, and Penguin still wants more of Mike Diesel, who is just here for the fight, I guess.
Well, it's been a fascinating transformation from our former QAW men's champion Perjury Palapa to Penguin.
Yeah, I mean, and also with perhaps he has more than one strip club, but he did have a strip club in a Bumberland strip mall, which has now been demolished. So as for where Penguin has been performing, who knows, but he's performing in the ring tonight.
From the ashes of the strip mall rose a dragon itself, which certainly we'll hear more about that in the weeks to come as our resident fighting feathered man, Penguin, makes his sexy entrance.
Absolutely.
Takes a lot of gumption to be able to be both a flightless bird and an adult entertainer, but he makes it work.
He certainly does. And folks, do not forget, he is our first ever QAW men's champion. This is not a competitor who is to be taken lightly. He perhaps has even achieved some further transcendence with his new feathery mantra. But either way, Mike Diesel, a former champion himself, is no slouch.
Former men's champion versus former New England States Heritage champion, Dirty Mike Diesel.
You have to imagine Mike Diesel must want to build his way back up the ranks to perhaps challenge for that belt that he brought to QAW. We saw him defend it against the Talent in that steel cage match, which reached infamous levels on the QAW message boards, and then losing it to Boston's biggest bad boy, James Maloney. It's been quite the journey for Mike Diesel, and here he is again.
Those deadly QAW message boards that have over 5 active users.
Yep. It's like, why not just go to Reddit? And they're like, what's Reddit, folks?
Dirty Mike making his entrance, still the, I suppose, legitimate father of the Talent's children, who we've heard nothing about.
Yep. You gotta hope that they're doing all right, but the law is the law, and Mike Diesel's here to bring the law down on Penguin.
Well, as a fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head as Mike Diesel makes his slimy entrance into the ring.
I do love that song. That's a song, right?
It is. It was sung by the great crooner, Mr. Neptune.
Absolutely.
Mike Diesel, of course, making his way into the ring and looks to be quite focused on the task at hand, which he's going to need to be, as Penguin stares a mystical hole in him.
Here we go.
Our penultimate event. Oh, beautiful vertical suplex there.
Dirty Mike Diesel, just the king of old school as he's known, a practitioner of that old style, just slam and punch and talk later style of American wrestling, and he's bringing it to Penguin now, taking an early advantage.
Talk now? No, talk later.
Absolutely. I heard he still has a flip phone.
I heard the very same thing. We'd like to thank Karen for helping decorate his boots. DDP, Dirty Dirty Pike.
Yeah. She calls him Pike. We love you, Karen. And DDT there from Penguin.
Planting the former New England Heritage States champion and going to work on that gloved hand. Dirty Mike fights him off.
Oh,
a little bit of a preening head scissors there.
Yeah, more pageantry than we're used to seeing from Mike Diesel. Perhaps he's picked up a thing or two from Penguin in their battles across the American Southwest.
Certainly possible. We'd like to thank Anderson's Butt Shots for tonight's sponsorship. Anderson, if you want a name plastered on a buttocks, Anderson's got the goods.
You know, they tried to have their name be Asterson, but it was taken by Beef Jerky
Penguin.
Company.
Oh, right.
And Penguin. Perhaps he owns that company. Who knows?
He certainly has diverse interests. Maybe he has a diverse portfolio of investments as he looks to invest in building up a head of steam.
Ooh.
Oh! Collapsing his groin right on the back of the neck. A little bit of almost a reverse teabag.
Who knows what that groin has been and what bags its teed.
Oh. Dirty Mike burying a shoulder into the midsection and slingshotting him into a powerbomb.
Okay, Mike Diesel.
Dirty Mike does. So go ahead.
Oh, he's picking up something here, picking up Penguin his shoulder, but now Penguin reversing.
Impaler DDT. Cover. 1. Kick out of 1. Mike Diesel doesn't always have a height and power advantage in matches, but Penguin, not to be outdone, once defeated Sean Carter, a much larger competitor.
He did. The deceptively strong Penguin is, and also agile, but he misses that drop kick.
No water in the pool. Mike Diesel deflecting that drop kick. 1. Kick out at 1.
Willard really burying his face in that Asterson, and yep.
Well, folks, if you want to go ahead and tone up your own Asterson, go ahead to QAWmerch.com/squat workout and see Mike Diesel's workout regimen.
if you want to be as ripped as Mike Diesel and as ripped as a poor father, it's only 4 easy payments of $499.
That's a steal in this economy?
In this economy?
Shout out to local Boston legend Rob Crean. We love you, Rob, wherever you are.
Yep.
Penguin deposits Mike Diesel on the outside.
Ooh.
Oh, and a sliding dropkick brings down Dirty Mike.
A staple of Penguin's offense there. Always innovative and just just taking its Diesel, but no reverses. These two men seem to be stacked up pretty well against each other.
They certainly seem to be well matched, even though Mike Diesel may not be the princess in the castle the Penguin's looking for.
We've seen some unlikely team-ups in the past weeks. We do know now that Gourmet and Eddie Cation are teaming up, and we'll see them debut next week in tag team action. But look at that huge power bomb from Penguin. Again, power cannot be denied.
1. Kick out at 1 there, and yes, the force of that power bomb bringing Penguin down to 1 knee, but Mike Diesel able to cheat a shoulder up, but Penguin's had enough.
He's sick of it.
Just sick of it, like a cat who hasn't been fed.
So, best wishes to Keaton and Lilac Dream, who've been in the gym, come up with a new regimen, and hopefully we'll see Lilac Dream back in action soon. And now Penguin getting in on the action here as he's looking to, he's taking it to Mike Diesel.
Down goes Mike Diesel. Penguin measuring his shot here. And goes for a headlock. Whispering sexy words, much like we saw Sextrap doing to Delia earlier.
I mean, clearly it's a psychological tactic that works, folks.
Sexual warfare certainly prevalent here in QAW. A lot of ass-based offenses. Mike Diesel looking to make an ass of Penguin.
Ass-based offense is pretty much the thesis statement to that time I had sex.
Oh, Hawaiian Nights.
Ooh,
Impaler DDT.
Another Impaler DDT.
Cover. 1, 2, 3. Mike Diesel's losing streak continues. Penguin is your winner.
Penguin picking up a solid one-on-one victory, folks. Building up his ranks, building up his resume, and perhaps in his mind, finally getting revenge on the man who he thinks took his title from him. But either way, congrats to Penguin. And again, congrats to the Slamazon, our new QAW Women's Champion. I still cannot get over that.
Cashing in her Fauci Surprise ladder match briefcase. The Slamazon, now the new queen of QAW. Penguin, the former king of QAW, victorious here. And you know what they say, a bird in motion tends to stay at motion. Is this the momentum that'll propel him back to the top of the mountain?
We will see. It's looking good. It's looking bright. And if he keeps on that westerly wind, as birds are known to do, then he might rocket his way back up the rankings. But either way, folks, coming up right after this is our main event, as Malpractice and the Gentlemen of Fear take on Jungle Magic in a triple threat tornado tag team match. The winners will be the men's tag team champions.
6 men, 2 titles. That math spells excitement.
Horny.
Sí. Ya, gracias, yes. Okay, pronto, hasta pronto. Okay, gracias. Ay, what a match. Hola, amigos de QAW. am your champion now. Oh, my hand is so sore from signing all of those autographs. Oh. Let's see. I want to thank my fans and my trainer. Let's see, my coach, of course, mi mama, and Scobie. Yes, gracias, because you wore down our save volts for me. That is very nice of you. EAC volts. I want to thank you so much for my beautiful new belt. It is so shiny and pretty. Me gusta mucho. Do not be too sad that I took it from you. It looks better on me anyway. Now, some people may say that this fight was not so fair, right? That my victory is not fair, right? Well, if there's one thing that my friends at QAW have taught me, it is that winning is winning. Fair or no. And if you cannot beat them, join them. Wellington Arms taught me that. Now that I am champion, I think I will take some time to relax. EAC Volts, do not worry. I am sure that you and I will meet again very soon. Until then, I have some more autographs to sign. So, hasta luego, amigos.
Horseshit bullshit. It's like crap done. It's like a big shit. It's like horses shit. Ugh. What do you want? Ugh. Oh, God, I'm fucking exhausted. It's 2 matches in a row. I am in pain. I lost my goddamn title. Lost that tag match earlier. I don't know if you saw that last week. Lost that one. Maybe I'm just like not a champion, you know? It's fine. I don't need to be a champion. You know, before I was women's title championship, I was an accountant at a real estate company, and it was good money. And I didn't get to hit people nearly as much, which was a real bummer. I love hitting people. I can't go back there. You know what? This is ridiculous. What am I doing? I kicked the shit out of Scobie. I beat her ass. And then Slamazon comes out of nowhere, this fucking Fauci belt, and is like, yeah, I'm gonna fight you now when you're at your weakest and take your belt. It's like, that's not a real win. That's not a real belt that you have around your waist. That's a fucking fake belt. It's a fake championship title. And you know what? I'm coming for it. I'm gonna take it back. Next time I fight you, I guarantee at full strength, you're going fucking down. I can't. Come closer. So I can't move to wink at you. Fuck you, Slamazon. I'm coming for you.
Thunderstorm, you've been thunderstruck.
And then, of course, Thursday's main event, Malpractice, finally up for that tag team title shot that you two deserve.
We should have had it last week. We were going to win that match until they came out. Some people just can't wait their turn. They always want to.
Settle down, James. Settle down. We know what we've talked about with your blood pressure.
Look,
It's just too high.
The only way to eliminate the Gentlemen of Fear from the equation was to put them in the match, and I know that you two are just going to destroy them because they won't have a chance to strike from the shadows, you know?
You know, we took them out fair and square in previous weeks, and then they had the gall to show up when we're just about to take down Jungle Magic in that joke of a magician. I can't wait to get in there and destroy both teams.
And once they're down, the belts are ours. Finally, the promise is done and I can focus. I can put my focus where it needs to be, on the New England States heritage. There's people coming after it. People saying, oh, you're not inviting me to fight for the title. Well, guess what, you numbskulls? The door's been open. The door's been open. You've just been too scared to go for it. And it's...
Settle down, James. Remember,
Yeah, you should calm down. You're very red and unattractive looking right now.
You all right over there, bad boy?
we all have your blood. So if
Yeah.
your blood pressure goes up, all of ours goes up.
That's how it works. Yeah.
Sorry. That's a side effect I didn't realize was going to happen.
A rising tide increases all pressure, as they say.
They do say that.
Mm-hmm. But either way, this week, you two will win the tag titles. And even then, the Generation's power will grow. Because this is the Generation era, and our power is absolute.
You guys want to get lunch?
Yes.
We're hungry.
Perfect.
Hello, gentlemen. Doug here from the Gentlemen of Fear. I'm just taking a break in my lavish chateau you see behind me, the La Foudemont in Paris. I have a regular room here, lavishly furnished, getting manicures and pedicures in my place in New Zealand. Yes, I'm just taking a little bit of a break. You know, I mean, it really tires myself out, me and fear itself, trouncing the hell out of jungle magic and the rotten to the core malpractice. Oh, how I look forward to our triple threat match, so we can prove once again our superiority to the rebel and bring civility to the jungle and bring free medicine through malpractice. I didn't really think that one through at all, but either way, you are gonna feel the wrath of the Gentlemen of Fear, and we will be triumphant. We will celebrate with wine, champagne, and women atop the bodies of jungle magic and malpractice. Didn't like that one.
Listen, Nightmare Gentlemen, you stuck your... This is why we're the champions, because we are so in sync.
Yes. Yes.
We do not appreciate you sneak attacking anybody. You cost us to win against malpractice, those genetically enhanced freaks, and we are going to prove that we deserve to hold these championship belts.
Yes. Around my much larger midsection.
Beast is denser, and I'm more golden than ever, having eaten a lion. Brian the Lion, I'm here waiting, wherever you happen to be.
And these these malpractice people with their performance enhancing, I don't even know if they're drugs. It seems like it could be the cream, it could be the clear, it could be injectables. Frankly, I don't care. We do things the right way. When I was made large and in charge, it was done through magic, through mysticism. Our great Maxilon, fearing his debts, can't be here today. But, after he's done at the H&R Block, he's worked years through the use of proto-nymphoid armies. He's made portobellos sentient, and while they don't pay rent, they are still delicious. And if he could better commoditize their deliciousness, he would not be in the mess he is in right now. But since he is condensed candle soup canned me, all I can say is we do things the right way. We don't just go out to the pharmacy and pull up a bunch of crap with our pseudo degree. No. We hold these belts for a reason, because we are in fact the true players of the game, and the game can't just be game genied on all around. It is super game genied by wizardry.
That's right. As soon as Maxilon finishes at Harry Rotter Block, he will be by our side again. Gentleman Doug, you're gonna need to bring all that money from your trust fund. Fear itself, we don't have any. Doctor, your medical degree, you can roll it up and shove it right up that bulbous muscular gluteus of yours. And Boston's biggest bad boy, I'm getting ready to sacrifice you on the altar of the New England heritage states. So you better be ready. Because when jungle magic gets conjured, no one's safe.
Rawr.
And now the pride of the QAW men's tag team division, your champions Jungle Magic taking on the Gentlemen of Fear and Malpractice.
We've had a hell of a sequence of events leading up to this match, folks. Originally, Malpractice being named the #1 contenders when they defeated the Gentlemen of Fear, I believe 2 weeks ago, or perhaps it was last week. Time doesn't mean anything anymore. But then Gentlemen of Fear, you know what, it was 2 weeks ago, because last week they had their match against Jungle Magic, in which the Gentlemen of Fear interfered and caused a disqualification there. So the commissioner made it official. Triple threat tornado tag team match winner becomes the new or defending QAW men's tag team champions.
Fear itself, a force of nature on his own, and every match we've seen in high-stakes situations for Gentleman Doug, he's been upping his game. This could be the night that the Nightmare Gentlemen crown themselves champion.
Absolutely. Fear itself bringing the power, Gentleman Doug bringing the brains, and a former challenger to the Magnifique Nordiques Intergalactic Championship. Again, yes, like you said, we've seen Gentleman Doug's stock rising, and their plan clearly has paid off. They have a shot at the titles here right now.
Certainly do, and of course, it's fitting that the only man we've ever seen consistently be able to contend with the overwhelming power of Fear itself is Boston's biggest bad boy, but he's pulling double duty tonight. Is he going to have enough to contain the raw aggression of Fear itself?
And speaking of raw aggression, again, just we know that the Doctor has come up with some chemical compound that enhances his own abilities, and as you hear that beeping echo through the arena, Malpractice about to make their entrance.
Certainly are. We'd like to thank our telemedicine sponsor tonight. Turn your head and cough, man. Schedule an appointment today.
And look at those abs on the Doctor. Man, I want those abs.
My goodness, you could cut crescent rolls on those abs.
You certainly can. But again, like you just said before, James Maloney, Boston's biggest bad boy, pulling double duty tonight, taking a loss there. He was not pinned, but still losing that triple threat match to Kevin the Punisher Paquette. And now, well, he does have the Doctor with him, so let's see if Malpractice is able to, will the bad boy become a double champion?
Hell of a gamble. Is it going to pay off? Is he going to be able to call himself a double champion after trying to be the first man to win the Jacques the Lock Challenge and become a tag team champion. Perhaps he's bitten off more than he could chew.
Well, the way we know the Doctor having some level of influence, just ordering James Maloney around, and just maybe the Doctor's come up with something to help James Maloney recover in the interim. He's had about an hour to do so, and a lot can be done in an hour, like having sex. That time I did.
Do you want to get laid? Head on over to QAWmerch.com/Hawaii for excellent travel deals.
Yep.
If you're one of the first 10 people to sign up for a QAW all-expenses-paid trip to our Hawaiian upcoming event, you'll be entered into a raffle to win an 8x10 of Buckley having sex.
And here they come, our men's tag team champions, Jungle Magic.
There they are, Maxilon hard at work at H&R Block getting his finances right as these two men looking to keep their championship and feel right. The QAW men's champions.
And again, look at the beautiful beast. He seems to have taken to his new form quite well. Short and stout and dense, but nonetheless effective. And the Falcon, his normal, just shiny self.
Certainly is. Effervescent, if you will, resplendent in that headdress. And as you said, the beautiful beast seems to have taken to his new bowling ball persona.
It does. Will they remain beautiful after this? Will this be a beautiful defense? Only time will tell. Look at him go.
They love to have fun, folks. That's part of why they're champions.
Absolutely.
Only one team is going to walk out of this arena tonight as QAW men's champion. Unless we stay in Denver for another week because we're so high.
Who knows? You never know where we're going to end up. We find out where the show is literally the day before. So, you know what? Either way, Denver's been good to us. And here we kick off with a time skip.
There we go. Oh, immediately, Boston's biggest bad boy collapsing the Falcon. Folks, it's going to be 6 men brutalizing each other. So apologies in advance if we're not able to keep up with all the action.
Yep, and this is a tornado tag team triple threat, basically meaning these 6 men are competing at the same time in the ring, and the first one to score a pinfall or a submission will win for their team. So it's almost a free-for-all, folks.
That is correct. For new viewers, we have the Gentleman of Fear, the Fear itself in the Hawaiian shirt, Gentleman Doug in that vest, Jungle Magic, of course, the Gorilla and the Falcon, and Malpractice, the Doctor and his skivvies, and the Suited Man. Boston's biggest bad boy.
And again, we're seeing those eternal rivals, Fear itself, James Maloney, pairing off early, taking it to each other. And just the strength of the Doctor on display, just throwing the Falcon around.
Of all of these duos, we've certainly heard more, as you said, on the message boards and backstage, harsh words between the Falcon and the Doctor, as the Falcon now Pele kick.
Ooh.
Right to the face of the Doctor as Fear itself pounding on his old nemesis, Boston biggest bad boy.
And on the outside, the beautiful beast and Gentleman Doug going at Gentleman Doug having a bit of an effort trying to take the beautiful beast down to his knees. That new bowling ball body shape has been paying in dividends.
Certainly has. And of course, we've seen Gentleman Doug, we mentioned it earlier, stepping up his game, taking on opponents much larger than himself, including the Reverend and other imposing figures. He has gotten tougher every time.
And with every match, his intellect grows. We know he's always concocting a scheme, and now it's just malpractice. And the Doctor actually taking down the bad boy there.
Little miscommunication, a little bit of a Doctor maybe taking out some of his frustration out on his creation as the Beast lands a spear.
Gorilla spear on Doug.
1, 2. No, Jungle Magic almost retaining in quick fashion.
That would have been, it's a smart move to try and get that snap pin early.
Falcon with a side attack there on Boston biggest bad boy. The Beast is poised. Corkscrew splash, but the Doctor shakes it off.
The Doctor didn't even go down. What is he pumping himself with?
Dr. Juice. QAWmerch.com/Dr. Juice.
And also at your local CVS, but now Fear itself looking to show that he's still the stronger man.
Oh! Hurling the Doctor down with that power bomb. The Falcon still working over the bad boy, but he gets taken down himself. The Beast working over Gentleman Doug. Fear itself pounding on the Falcon. Inside cradle.
Oh, is that? No.
Broken up immediately as Gentleman Doug spills to the outside.
Bold move there by Fear Itself. We don't normally see Fear Itself looking for sneaky moves like that. He's more just a straight-up powerhouse, but now, getting tossed by the bad boy.
An overhead tosses. Well, the Falcon nips back up, but another pin getting broken up. As you said, the first team to secure a pinfall or submission will be victorious, but that also means that 3 other men can break it up.
And much like a singles triple threat match, you have to try and pick your spots. You got to be, and another miscommunication there with Bad Boy hitting the Doctor.
This has to be building up some frustration and resentment there for Boston's biggest bad boy. He came up short in that triple threat, and now he's having to contend with his own partner. Covers. 1. And Fear Itself gets planted on the edge of that diamond ring.
God, we've not seen Fear Itself get, former teammates, the Doctor and Fear Itself, former members of Creative Control, and Fear Itself has not had to contend with this form of the Doctor.
Certainly has not. Gentleman Doug sent to the apron. Now what does the Falcon have in store? DDT's him on the edge of the mat.
He saw the Doctor do it and wanted to do it too. Look at me.
Wow. The Doctor there getting hurled into the air, but able to take over Fear Itself with a... huge heel kick to the midsection. Beautiful Beast collecting his center of gravity.
A reminder, folks, in a triple threat match, there are no countouts, but look at the Doctor. Oh, God.
The Doctor cackling as Fear Itself got sent careening off the edge of that pole.
That is insane.
The Doctor is insane. Now Gentleman Doug tussling with the Falcon, Boston's biggest bad boy. Breaking it up, getting clubbed from behind from the beautiful Beast. Fear Itself and the Doctor spilling into the men's warehouse.
Oh, now look.
Chair!
Wait, to be throwing the chair, and the beautiful Beast almost locked James Maloney into that silverback torture rack, but managed to escape.
Chair is at ringside, and DDT on Chair!
The Doctor's head being driven into Chair.
Beautiful Beast is busted open. The Falcon is unconscious. Doug is...
It's breaking down, folks.
The Doctor sent off the corner of that table, but just battling Fear Itself head on. We have never seen Fear Itself be manhandled like this.
Oh, look at the Falcon. Is his arm? No. I think his arm's good. We have to worry about that.
He made a Faustian bargain with Maxilon, who is settling his debts outside the ring as the Beast settles his debts inside by collapsing in the head of Gentleman Doug.
You can see it. This match taking its toll on all of our competitors. The Falcon's still recovering on the outside, and James Maloney gassing out on the inside. And again, Fear Itself and the Doctor are just singularly focused here, just fighting in the corner.
1. No. The bad boy breaks it up as another spear gets hurled out there by the Beast, who picks up the bad boy and just presses him overhead. What strength! Gentleman Doug sent in as the Doctor keeps working over Fear Itself. Perhaps the Doctor has no fear.
Perhaps. I mean, whatever he's taken seems to have only given him muscles.
Falcon takes flight. Drive-by kick, and that busts open Gentleman Doug.
That's 2 for 6, folks. A third of our competitors are bleeding.
Cover! Down goes Willard!
Willard taking a hit in our last match. That's your 6th shot, folks.
That's your main event tumble. If you had your bets on Willard taking 6 shots, go ahead and give yourself a 7th shot.
You've earned it.
You have a job. You're an adult.
You sure do. And now look at this. Beautiful Beast taking out James.
Jungle Magic has isolated Gentleman Doug, but Beautiful Beast! Tope Suicida!
Hurling his massive frame over the ropes. He may be smaller, but he has not lost any of his agility or strength.
Not at all. But the Beast collapsing under the weight of the bad boy, who again weighed in tonight at about 537 pounds. Dropkick there to Gentleman Doug. The Doctor gathering his thoughts on the outside. Fear Itself trying to get his hands on the bad boy.
Remember, folks, you cannot, while there are no countouts, there are no ringouts, you cannot pin or submit somebody outside. It has to be within those ropes.
Certainly does. Willard is actually on top of the action after getting crumbled as we see a camel clutch sunk in there. Gentleman Doug trying to break it up.
His blood might have gotten in his eyes, but then he does break it up. Saves his partner.
Beautiful Beast rolls to the outside. The Doctor sends the Falcon flying. Ironic.
Ironic indeed. And now just...
And again,
jeez.
Boston's biggest bad boy colliding with the Doctor. And taking it to Fear itself, who's able to fight him off. Now it's just the Nightmare Gentleman taking on Malpractice.
Oh, but look, Gentleman Doug might be looking to jump to the outside as he knees the Falcon.
King Kong knee drop to the Falcon. The Doctor wants him a piece.
Ooh.
Gentleman Doug with a Hurricane Rana. Fear itself working over Boston's biggest bad boy. Bad boy spills to the outside as the Doctor enters.
Fear itself was revving himself up in the corner there.
Certainly was. Squares off again with his old rival. Blocks that punch that knocked him out once upon a time. The Falcon is perched. And he missed.
What a
package pile driver.
Hell drop on the bad boy. And now what is the Falcon doing? Missing another drop kick. He's in heat.
The Falcon is just, he's thinking about mating, folks. He's running around the ring. Clothesline there takes down Fear itself. The Falcon's refocused on the Doctor. The ring is choking the Doctor.
What is happening?
Folks, we have seen the ring used as a weapon once before. We have rarely seen the ring attack a competitor.
The ring has become sentient. But either way, just... God.
We just hope that the throbbing maw that is the mouth of the ring stays closed and doesn't threaten to swallow up these competitors. Cover. 1. Kick out of 1.
Oh, Fear itself putting bad boy up on the ropes.
What does he have? Oh my goodness! A big boot sending him tumbling to the outside as the Beast goes to the top rope.
Beast might be looking to end this.
Corkscrew! Plancha!
Is that it? It's Gentleman Doug gonna be out.
Cover! 1! No! James Maloney has enough to break it up as the Falcon and the Doctor continue to square off. Single leg crab.
Absolutely.
Willard is down!
He is down. No. There he is. He was just looking for that submission, I guess. But
he was just presenting.
He was presenting the Doctor now. He's locking the Falcon in the Doctor's order.
The Doctor's order. Oh! Willard is down. The Falcon is down. James Maloney is down.
That's 7 shots, folks. And if you had 7 in the pool, take your 8th.
You learn to love it.
Oh, and now Gentleman Doug up on the rope. So as he picked this up from the Reverend, Divine Intervention.
Divine Intervention brings down the Falcon. It's also a great song by Autopilot Off. Find them on QAWmerch.com/Spotify.
Please do that. Now Gentleman Doug picking up the Doctor, picking his spots. Oh.
The Doctor shoves him off, though. Don't tell me. 1, 2, 3! Are you kidding me?
Oh my God! He just shoved Gentleman Doug to the ground. Malpractice is your new QAW Men's Tag Team Champions.
He literally shoved him.
Maybe Gentleman Doug, did his head hit the ropes or something? Who knows?
All of those words that I said earlier about how Gentleman Doug was getting tougher every battle. What does this mean for the Gentleman of Fear?
I don't know. All these men put through hell during this match, no doubt, taking their fair share of licks. But folks, Malpractice are the ones who capitalized. They're your new QAW Men's Tag Team champions. Those belts have yet to be defended, folks.
Oh my goodness, the hot potato keeps bouncing from hot hand to hot hand as James Maloney's gamble pays off. He is our first QAW double champion.
Well, that's our show, folks. Thank you so much for sticking around. Give us a follow. See you next week, and...
Love you.
Love you.